What's up, guys? I'm very sad because I just recorded like 4 minutes of this video and then I realized that my mic didn't work. Big oof. Okay, but let's hop straight into it. I am kind of a Linux user, not gonna lie. At this point, I would probably consider myself a Linux user. I mean, I really use, well, now I use all the like major operating systems because I recently just got a MacBook to travel around with and do school on because it gets really good battery life, and I chose one with an M4 so that way I could like do some like compiling and stuff, and I found it on a really good deal. But that's besides the point. It's different, whatever. Anyways, so basically I've been using Linux, and if you're watching this, it's because you're bored and you have nothing else to do, and you want to hear someone else's opinion on Linux, and I'm here to give you one. I'm here to give you a dang good one too. So basically, let's get immediately into it. I've tried out a bunch of different distros. I've tried Ubuntu, Fedora, Arch, Big 3, and I've tried a bunch in between like Mint, and I think I tried Cashy at one point. I haven't tried Bazzine yet. That's whatever. Anyways, so I've tried a bunch of them, and Linux is really cool because it's changed the way I think about computing, and one of the ways that has changed my mind is how much more keyboard centric it is. And I thought that was super cool. Like, it just looked like magic. I watched the Primeagen and his guide on like his i3 setup at first, and it just made it was so cool to me. You could just launch everything and like just do that all from your keyboard, and it really made me think about like what do you really need a computer for? Like what do you really actually want to use a computer for? Because you're not there to like let the computer control you. You control the computer, and that's what I thought was so cool with Linux is you could just make the computer do absolutely whatever you want. And it was different from Windows because on Windows, like I just wasn't ever curious what was going on behind the scenes, and I didn't like really ever think about the fact that like I could change what it was doing. And so Linux was really freaking sweet because I was able to change a whole bunch about it, and that was the best and the worst part about Linux. I'm not gonna lie. You can ask my brother. He's way older than I am, and he does tech stuff too. But I would call him like every other day, telling him like, "Oh my goodness, I just used this distro with this desktop environment, and there's just so many different things to try. Like there's like Mint, Hyperland, GNOME, Neri, and you can try Hyperland with a bunch of different tools. You can try DMS, Noctalia. You can try like there's different wallpaper daemons, and like there's just so much different stuff to try, and it's so cool. But at the same time, it made my decisiveness so much worse. I just feel like I couldn't do anything on there, and well, no, not that I couldn't do anything on there. It's just like I kind of lost sight of the plot. I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally just started ricing things that I had no reason to rice. Like I got obsessed with the control of the system, and then it like I just did a whole bunch of stuff that I had no reason to do. You guys my drift? Anyways, so yeah, that all happened, and I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool. It was really cool though. Let me just show you real fast. Let me switch to desktop 3 launch. Okay, if we look at my fast fetch, which I know the Primeagen doesn't like, we can see that I've settled on Fedora 109 Windows, and it was just because it kind of gave me a lot of a lot of options for desktop environments and stuff. And I tried out a lot of the other distros before that though. I have like a Ventoy USB, and it has like a bunch of different distros on there. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why I'm sharing half of this, but I don't even know who's gonna listen. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're putting it up anyways. And so yeah, I've tried it on my ThinkPad. I'm dual booting it with Windows on my main PC right now. Just because I do enjoy playing video games, and Fortnite isn't available on Linux. I know everyone called me a chud for playing Fortnite in 2026, but I don't care. I enjoy it. It's fun. Um, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. Linux is really cool because I think everyone should give it a shot at least once, just because it makes you so much more curious about what goes on behind the scenes, and it's just like so cool that like you finally have access over like what's going on in your system, and it's definitely changed the way that I look at other operating systems too, like Windows. I've been using a lot more like modding tools for Windows, and like I've used like WinHawk and stuff, and just like modded Windows, and like made some like registry edits and like scripts to run on startup for PowerShell, and it's really cool, and it's changed the way that I look at computers in general, and it's just made me think about like what I really use them for, and like how I can use them to best suit me instead of me best suiting the computer. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's been interesting because again, it just makes me think about what I want to create instead of what I want to consume. And I think that's the big thing to learn from using Linux this past year is just um, like my desire to create and to make better things has been increased. Anyways, let me know if you like this video. It's really short and kind of underwhelming and super low effort, so I don't know if anyone's actually gonna watch this. But I mean, I do have a cool Darth Vader, so probably move that for the next video. Anyways, yeah, you guys have fun, and I'll probably see you in the next one. Deuces.